Hey, it's Adia. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you have been here before. So today I want to do like an all matte 90s makeup look. I don't know, I've just been having this in my mind for a little bit. And if you've been here before, if you've watched my videos, follow me on Instagram, you know I typically love like super glowy makeup, lots of sparkle, lots of shimmer. So I thought it would be cool to try something new, a little bit out of my comfort zone. So I have done my eyebrows already, which is like a little bit of brow gel, just like a fluffy brow look. My face, it's moisturized, but I used a moisturizer that doesn't leave my skin super glowy. I used the First Aid Beauty Ultra Facial Cream, I think is what it's called. Super hydrating, very soothing, but it does not leave like that dewy, glowy finish. It really just soaks all the way into your skin. So I think that's really good if you're trying to go for a matte makeup look. Okay, and then I'm gonna play with some of the brushes from the Katie Jane Hughes collaboration with Spectrum. A lot of them are kind of dirty because I love these brushes and I've been using them a lot. Okay, so for base, I don't really have a ton of matte foundations or bases because that's not really what I'm into. But two that I think are pretty good for a matte finish are the Fenty Eavesdrop shade 17 is what I use, and I just featured it a couple of videos ago. And the other one that I like is Exa Beauty. This is the High Fidelity Semi Satin Foundation, and I wear the shade Soraya or 220. So this is what I'm going to use today. Just going to start with one pump. Yeah, I was actually worried this wasn't going to match me because I was in Mexico last week, and in my head, I was like, oh, I got like a great tan. I've gotten like a couple shades darker, but I feel like maybe I'm a shade darker. Maybe. So whatever, it's fine. I'm just gonna rub this in with my fingers as much as I can, and then I will use the brush to finish it up. I'm gonna use number two. So I mostly did blend this in with my finger. So I'm really just like lightly kind of just like blending out the edges to make sure that it is totally blended in, but it actually blended in really nicely just with my fingers. This is a really nice finish foundation, actually. Like, I feel like it's very, yeah, very skin-like. Just one pump for me was like the right amount of coverage. So I don't know if I'm going to go back with concealer. I don't think I'm going to go back with concealer under my eyes. I feel like I look even enough. And if I think about like 90s makeup, it's not like super highlighted under the eyes. I think that was definitely more of a like early 2000s where it was like very bright under eyes. So I'm just going to leave it at that. This is not a glam. This is like 90s, you know, low key makeup look. I'm making this up as I go along. Okay. So for the blush, I want to use this color. This is called Construct, and it is from the ColourPop Makeup Shayla collaboration. This color is very much like Sweet as Cocoa from MAC, or even like Blunt from MAC, which if you're my skin tone is just like a brownie peach color. It's a satin finish, so there's no shimmer or anything like that. And to me, I definitely feel like this is like 90s makeup for sure. I'm going to use number 5, which is like an angled brush. Ooh, this is pretty. See that? This is a really pretty color. I feel like lately powder brushes have not been as popular, but this is This is a really pretty color. If you just like a matte kind of skin tone flattering, neutral type of blush and you're my skin tone, this is like really, really, really pretty for that. I don't think this blush is still available, but like I said, Sweet as Cocoa from MAC is a very, very, very similar color. I don't have any bronzer with me. I didn't bring a bronzer over here, so I'm just gonna do my eyes and then I will go back to do bronzer at the end if I feel like it's needed. Okay, so for me, like if you're looking for an all matte makeup look, I have to talk about this Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette. Like this, it's super basic, right? Like, and this is so like not the kind of thing that would like catch my eye, but this palette is so versatile. You can really use like, honestly, you can use like these darker colors as like contours or bronzers, depending on what your skin tone is. Of course, there's the black, there's the lighter colors for a matte highlighter. But I actually bought this Smashbox Always On Cream Shadow in Greige during the Sephora sale. And I got this specifically because I don't really have a lot of matte cream shadows, because if I'm gonna buy a cream shadow, I usually buy something like sparkly. But I just thought that this would be so pretty for like, again, that 90s matte, like low-key look. And I also was really curious about this formula. So I'm gonna use this. If nothing else, I'll use this as a base for the Mario palette, or I might just leave it as is, depending on how it looks. So I'm just gonna squeeze just like this amount on my hand, and I'm just gonna use my finger to kind of like put it on. Okay, this is applying like very nicely. It definitely has like a cream to powder kind of feel, which is good. That makes me feel like this is gonna last for a long time. So what I like to do, because my eye has like more of a heavier fold, is when I put a cream shadow on, I like to just like keep my eyes closed for a little bit until it dries so that it can set before I open my eyes to hopefully reduce the creases. Sorry, this always happens. Like as soon as I start filming, my phone will wake up and people will start texting me. So anyways, I'm just gonna, this is nice. This kind of like layers nicely. So this is how it looks. I really like this formula. Very easy to apply. And it's easy to kind of like diffuse and fade out, which can sometimes be hard for cream shadows. But this is how it looks so far. I like this. This is like very 90s, I feel. Maybe I'll go with like some of the darker colors and just like deepen along the crease a little bit. So I'm gonna use this little brush. This is a 17. So it's a really small, like fluffy, tapered. Well, it's not tapered actually. It's a little fluffy blending brush. And I'm gonna use this color right here. This like ashy brown color. And I'm just gonna really lightly just like deepen the outer corner of my eye. And I'm gonna lightly bring some shadow under my eye too. Okay. Yeah, so compare the difference. That just definitely added a little bit of smolder, a little bit of drama, but I still feel like it's a relatively like low-key makeup look. I don't feel like it's too dramatic or anything like that. And this brush is really nice, especially if you have like smaller eyes or if you have like hooded eyes where you need to be able to get more precise. This is a really nice blending brush for that. It's also like really important to keep your eyes open when you're doing like the crease and stuff like that, just so that you get the shadow in the place where you want it to be when your eye is open, because that's how you're gonna look most of the time. Like your eye's gonna be open most of the time. And then I'm gonna take, this is a number 10, and I'm kind of just trying to wipe it on a little towel to make sure there's nothing on it. And I'm just gonna like lightly just go around it just to make sure everything is blending in. Okay, so here's the eyes. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this number 13 brush and I'm going to use like this color right here to highlight. And then I might use a little bit like up here. I feel like the light shade on the brow bone is like very 90s. But that's what we're doing. I'm just gonna lightly do this. Okay. And then I feel like my brows have kind of gotten out of place. So this one is number 23. So it has a spoolie on one end and then a tiny little like brow or eyeliner brush. So I'm just gonna like brush my brows into place a little more. And then actually I'm gonna use a little bit of the same shadow that I used to deepen. I'm gonna use a little bit in my brows just to define my brows a little bit. You know, a palette like this, you really can like use it in a lot of ways. So I think it's important to really like explore all the different uses so that you really like get your money's worth, you know? And using a brow powder and like an angled brush like this is a good way to really like keep your brows looking soft. So I just really kind of like filled in the sparse areas around the arch of my brow. And then just like brush it up a little bit. See? Okay, next up, I'll do lipstick. Okay, definitely like the deeper colors, the matte colors are what I think of when I think of 90s. I have my ColourPop BFF3. This is like a great brown liner for my skin tone. Okay, so as you can see, I did like a thicker liner just because that shade Eartha is like really light. So I felt like I'm gonna need more of this like deeper color to make it work for me. And I'm just gonna like lightly put it in the middle of my lip. Okay, this is the lip. I need to put mascara on. I'm gonna put mascara on and then I will be right back. So here it is. This is my finished 90s soft glam makeup look. I actually really like this. This is very different from how I normally do my makeup because you guys know I like my shimmer and glitter and sparkle, but I think that's the fun of makeup, right? You get to try new things, emphasize your features in a different way, explore your creativity in a different way, and that's why I love makeup. I really like this eyeshadow with it being like darker in the corners. I feel like it really makes my eyes look more elongated, which I really, really like. I love the lip combo. I actually really like this makeup. Like, I never thought that this would be something that I would really, really like, but I could see myself doing my makeup like this for sure. I think it's definitely like a very timeless, cool, like chill, sophisticated kind of look. I think you could wear this makeup like I am in sweats, or you could dress up. I think it's just a really versatile makeup look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys liked seeing a few different products that I haven't shown before on my channel. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in my next video.